Allow the children
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
So for a moment, I want you to, if you are watching me from Nigeria, I want you to let us all drop all pretenses now. Okay, drop all the pretense. How is Nigeria to you right now? The cost of living, as the cost of everything is now kind of going up and up and up, you know, that one is reality. Every other thing that you kind of present on social media, let's leave that for a moment too. How is it going? The shege.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Leave banter, okay? Leave enemy this, enemy that. How much are you paying currently for the food stuff? How much are you paying for your transportation? How much are you spending? As in, what is life like right now? Because remember, may this Tinubu period favor my family. May this Tinubu time favor me and my family. How much of the favor is your family enjoying right now? Just be honest, okay? Don't worry. We can do banters later. Share this broadcast. To those of you who are living abroad, the Abroadian Buhari idiots, the Abroadian, Lagos Abobakus, and even those of you who are not even like Buhari Deans or whatever, all of you are abroad. In the last 3 weeks, how has it been like? Because Koolu has been making announcements. They have been sacking people. They have been, DSS have been arresting and all of that. Some good news for the impoverished, oppressed Nigerians. Tell me, well, how has it been for you? Have you noticed any difference? Up or down from the demand from your people back in Nigeria in the last 18 days? It don't favor your family too, in Jesus' name. Tell us. You can still very much share this broadcast, okay? We haven't even started. As people will say, Baba.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Mbazo Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyí gbogbo ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé fún alówó wa ànówó wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó èmi kọ́. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá ayé ẹ̀sùn láti aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò ayé ẹ̀sùn láti.
Ṣó ti gbà tiẹ̀ Yorùbá ronú? Ṣó ti gba káàdì tiẹ̀? Have you collected your own Yorùbá ronú card? Because this whole thing, you may have a way out. I just thought I should tell you. Thank you. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you as well from wherever you are watching from. Okay? This is Maiyegun live. Pressure day. Tension day. There are two lives that Nigerians, especially the Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers, including their uncles and aunties abroad. The historical one, of course, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the obedient, the Agbado, well, they call them Agbadomites, but you obedient, who are fighting the battle of your life, as you will say, Mekanaiti, and the rest of us, the Biafrans, the Oduduans, and as much as every camp you belong to today. The Shege that Bokwari's APC, Egbekegbe, unleashed for 8 years. The bodies still the road. We haven't really packed them finished. We haven't even started packing them. And Tinubu happened. But there are sentiments that came with all of this. I mean, expectedly. After the killings, after the attacks, after the tribal profiling, ethnic profiling, including the never seen before, Have you never seen it before? No, we have seen it before. Anyway, rigging, Sha. Yeah? Baba, the religious persecution, the religious division, and all of the dirty things they threw into their 2023 charade. Nigerians who condemned so many of these things. Nigerians, many of them, not all of them, many of them who were indeed disenfranchised by this organized crook or organized criminals. They started changing their tones immediately after Mumudu Yakubu, Mr. Fraudster, announced Pablo Jagabandits, Escobar as your president. So they started saying, maybe now God wanted him. Maybe God chose. Some are even saying now God chose him. Forget about everything will happen. If God didn't say he will be president, all of that thing, it will still fail. They say, wait, God, and you know what? I know all of you, you are expecting him to fail anyway. A lot of you are already praying that it's going to fail. Nigeria is going to get bad. So Nigerians, they started this common mental saying, and that is, may Nigeria, may Tinubu's government favor me and my family. All of you, we want Nigeria to bad. All of you that say Nigeria will be worse, now only you and your household, go they feel am in Jesus' name. Because I don't know what to tell you, all of you people. Election have come and gone. Let's move on and build Nigeria and come together and support Tinubu. Forget about all of this, Let's move on. And if you think that Tinubu is going to fail, in Jesus' name, Tinubu is going to favor my family. Now, you know what people are now saying, right? When Tinubu now started making announcements and the propaganda of Emefiole, have you noticed that their newspapers in Nigeria, they are already presenting Emefiole as the reason why corruption became monumental under Bukwari? I don't know if you have been noticing yet. If you have not, pay attention, okay? They have started the propaganda of making Emefiole the reason why your naira to dollar, the reason why your economy crashed, the reason why you went into recession 67 times. They didn't even tell you. Sure, you know that. Some are saying, Baba, which one is they didn't tell? Nigeria is still in recession. They are just telling themselves whatever they want to hear, whatever they want to tell themselves, or whatever they kind of love to hear. The whole statistic, the poverty around, Baba, you need to see it face to face. That's what people tell me. Maiyegun, you need to see the abject poverty, the struggle of people in Nigeria right now. Sure you get. I was like, then what happened to Tinubu? May Tinubu succeed. May Tinubu Nigeria favor me, because listen, I don't know how old some of you are watching me right now from Nigeria, okay? Let's say you are young, okay? Take 8 years out of your age. So as for you to know the impact of what they have done to you. That you are in what you are right now. That Boko Haram are paying ransom, collecting ransoms, kidnapping and killing. They are now walking around the clock. That Emefiole Kosam, no be Buhari. All the money stolen by Malamu and the rest of them, it wasn't Bokwari, Emefiole. They just found 30 bags of money in his house. They just found another 100 trillion naira inside the jerry can. I don't know if you have been noticing that yet. No. Okay. Don't worry. The old ganging and the old game, the lies, may they favor you. It's been 18 days. And that is why I actually make this, the rider for this broadcast, a question kind of like, how has it been favoring you? You know what people are now saying in Nigeria? They are saying, when they say, oh, there is subsidy has been removed. Sure you get. And they say, yes, remove it. Remove it. It's corruption. It's, just remove. And please, President Tinubu, please help us invest that money to help the poor. The Mumuso, in their mind, they are supporting an idea that Tinubu considered is to help them, the poor people. Now listen. So when the price when the price is kind of skyrocketed as it is right now everybody they buy them. Whether you are APC or PDP, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, it doesn't matter anymore. If you want to survive in Nigeria today, you must adjust to the new reality. Now, the people that said, yes, remove it, it's corruption. You know what I mean? Like they did with Bokwari. They are now kind of, wondering when is going to be that promise of them not feeling the effect of that removal. So what people are now saying is that, you know something, may the effect of subsidy removal not affect me and my family. In Jesus' name. He came out, he announced a scam called student loan. Currently at the federal universities in Nigeria, or federal colleges and what have you in Nigeria, they charge students what they call maintenance fee, something like that. Not tuition, school fees. So, sure you get. Student loan. You can collect student loan and just go to school, everybody. But we are going to start a bank first. And that bank is going to provide the loan for you according to the availability of money from central bank. But they didn't have that in the first place. But what they did was that you can now go back to school. You can go to school and do all of that. When we started digging, we realized that there is no tuition in federal universities or colleges in Nigeria. Sure you get. Which means their education is, federal government of Nigeria subsidized education for Nigerians who goes to either Unity School or federal colleges and universities. So, why those who have been like in state universities or private universities and the rest of them felt like, okay, what does this even mean? How do we get the money? How much do we get? They now said, this government cannot fund education anymore. Have you heard that? After student loan. Yeah, we can no longer fund education anymore. So what happened now is that if you want to get education, you have to pay for it. But don't worry. You can go and borrow money to pay for it. Do you get that now? Like, so they will then have to come out and say, okay, for you to continue your education in that Unilagi, in that your OAU, in that your OOU, and other federal universities around Nigeria, for you to continue, it's now going to cost you 450,000 naira per semester. Should be money the government, Abi. Is that not what student loan is meant for? Go and borrow now, Abi. You are a student. What else would they need? Baba no be so. What would then happen is this. According to student loan weary that they are parading, it is easier to become the president of Nigeria than to actually access that student loan. Does that not sound like Abba, Maiyegun, Abba, Okay. Now so now they do. For your eyes right now, I am a negative person who wanted to make them look bad to you. Abi, 8 years, 8 kidering years, 8 bonboron years. Now so some mumus, they will camp on Maiyegun's diary political. They will be telling me, when I am telling them about the fraud Bokwari is, the scam and the terrorist that he is, they will camp on Maiyegun's diary political. They will be telling me, why are you negative? Today, now Tinubu they chase Bokwari's criminals now. And that is the breaking news in Nigeria that they are currently celebrating. The same mumu for 8 years. So I mean, I may be the bad person. we won't use mouth, spoil them for you. I just told you, it is easier to become president of Nigeria, with that to access the student loan in Nigeria. Now, this may sound pedestrian, sounds so simple. Abi, I tell you, now layman language, to access the loan, it simply means you must be very poor. Like, you must be very poor. Sure, you want me to describe the poor? You must come from a very poor home. Sure, you get? Now, may I describe them? The very poor home means in your entire household, your mama, your papa, or anybody with the earn money inside your household, you must be earning at least something under 500,000 naira. So if you now use 500,000 naira ratio to divide what that means every month, are you following me? It can come down to something around 47 to 50,000 naira. No, 37 to 40,000 naira. So it means, now you are watching me right now, okay? Now let's just do that, the math. So you must be very, very poor. There are people who are earning 20,000 in their household. There are people who are earning 30,000 in their household. But do you know something, You may begin to argue as a typical Nigerian, you'll come back later. And then, you see those households where their total money they make every month, past 20,000 or 30,000 naira. They know they go university. You can prove me wrong. In Nigeria of today, if you see any household that is any 30,000 naira, they know they go university. You know why? There are those who are like, if they don't go out every day, they will starve and they will die. No joke. I don't want to know what they are doing, You know yourself. You are watching me right now. You are nodding your head. Abi? Because to gain access to federal university Abi colleges, to be able to pay for everything that has to do with that, your education, the cheapest is to go to federal university or go to federal colleges. Are you listening? That's the cheapest. Others go to state or go to teaching college and the rest of them. In today's Nigeria, you must be willingly ready to part with over 100,000 naira every semester for any cheapest education you want to get as higher education. This is not even secondary school. Even secondary school, children are dropping out. What do you think caused the increased number of out-of-school children in Nigeria? When they talk about poverty, it's the children dropping out of school, begging, or some of them working as casual laborers, underage children who are supposed to be in school. The number is no longer in the north alone. It's everywhere. Southern Nigeria, we are now increasing the children that their parents can no longer feed, that they have to work like adults. Education, like the education. Today, those are the people in that bracket. They cannot part with 100,000 naira. Forget it. In their millions. So, which means, in your own thing, you will say, and they can just go and collect the loan now. They will now go and look for level 12. What do you call it? Level 12 civil servants in Nigeria. So that civil servant, as well as maybe na chief, na cleric, you been your bishop or be pastor, you shall bring somebody, they are your guarantors. Now, what they are signing is that if somehow you no pay back the 250,000 naira school fees, accommodation is not there where you are going to stay. All the education material that you are going to, they are not there. This is like if school fees is now 200,000 naira. So go to if you finally fulfill all of that, go to the bank to collect 200,000 naira for this semester or session, and they will pay it to your school. Now, if from whatever money you are making, that 30,000 naira, you will agree that you will begin to pay back when you find job after 2 years. Okay? But if you fail to pay back, your guarantors, they will be the one to pay back the money. But let us be honest. I mean, let's be real. Let's be for real. Okay? This condition, tell me how popular it is going to help millions of people who are earning 40,000, 30,000 in their household every month. Tell me how it's going to build confidence in a civil servant that is earning maybe 60,000, 70,000 naira a month. To now say this is going to improve mass funding for education. No, Abi. Okay, it's okay. Surely the other part of if you don't pay back, you go to jail and the rest. Currently, the law says the court can decide how long you can spend in jail for not paying back. You know what Nigerians are when it comes to money. I'm not saying there are no good Nigerians who are going to willingly sign it. Bring it, let me sign it for you. But when they know that they are going to pay in 4 years, you are going to need maybe 2 million naira for school fees alone. Okay? And if you don't pay back, now then go hold. Now you and your guarantor go jail. It's part of the condition. No. Listen. And if you have actually committed any crime before, Shongbo, like you have been arrested for any crime at all, for fraud or anything at all, as a student, you cannot apply for the loan. Like you cannot. But do you know that in Nigeria, this issue of Tinubu forfeiting $460,000 to the American DEA, narcotic for heroin trafficking, drug trafficking, Abi. She been at the thing where they caught, be that, Abi. Currently, fine. I'll give you the latest. When I said it is easier to become Nigeria president than to access the education loan, student loan that Koolu announced. Show you guys this. So, by law, if you have committed a crime before, you cannot access the loan as a student. Forget it. And by law as well, in that same Nigeria, the current Chief Justice of Nigeria ruled not too long ago on the issue of a forfeiture. It was like, if a court ruled that you should forfeit some of your properties or something, it is this Ariwola Chief CJN, he ruled that if you forfeit anything as a procedure of this, it must be because of conviction for a crime. Sure, you understand? Which is very easy. Any crime you committed that they say you should government take part of your resource or your property. It is simply like they didn't want you to go to jail. They gave you option like, would you go to jail or you just part with some of your properties to avoid jail? So anything that has to do with forfeiture means it is criminal. But you know also that in that same ruling or in Nigeria, they said if you have been committed for any crime, apart from murder, if you have been convicted for any crime, drug trafficking, corruption, money laundering, human trafficking, and all those things, even if you go to jail for it, or you didn't go to jail, you forfeited your properties for it, after 10 years, that crime is no longer on your record. Do you want me to repeat that? If you have committed any crime in any part of the world, whether you went to jail for it or government took some part of it, maybe you paid fine to avoid jail, you forfeited something to government. This current CJN ruled that forfeiture simply means a replacement for jail, and going to jail means you have committed a crime. So therefore, you have no right to run for public office until after 10 years. So whatever that crime is, after 10 years, you can contest and run to be president of Nigeria. But after, whether not 20 years old, whether not 30 years old you are, whether not 40 years old you are, or you want to go for education or to access the student loan in Nigeria, once you have a criminal record, you are completely cancelled. Now, does that make sense to you now? That it is very easy and simple to run for president of Nigeria as a criminal than to access the student loan, to access education in Nigeria. Good luck with that. So when that announcement is made, I hope you'll be able to tell yourself, may this announcement also favor my family. So they announced, here is another gamble that they have also sold to you. And that is, the Central Bank of Nigeria said all banks in Nigeria should go ahead and sell Forex at their own price. And that is, they can sell dollars and all of that. They can sell them at their own exchange rates. So here is their expectation. Sure, you get what caused the Naira crash in the first place. I'm sorry for that blinking, okay? Let me do something. Let me put something up, a quick one, okay? And see if the blinking can, in a little way, reduce. I apologize for that, okay? So, yeah, it's not going to really take long. And the moment it comes back on, we will continue. So thank you so much for that. You know, say, me, I no be economist. I no go economic university. I no get any degree or anything inside, any paper certificate when it comes to economy. There are people who are experts. And that is why you would expect that the experts who know the best were those in charge of your monetary policies in Nigeria. And no cover up the danger of what they were digging with their corruption could easily have been prevented when professionals feel like, sorry, like say, I get one Olori Bruku here. What happened? All my people will get spanner for hand. They hear something, somebody they shout on Malay Yoruba on YouTube. What happened? Let me know if not wrong. Maybe he's addressing that to somebody else. So if you see any Olori Bruku again, people will get spanner. African Wahala. Princess, I beg, we need to decontaminate the room, okay? They are going to jump here tonight. And indeed, for those who were younger 8 years ago, now all these Olori Brukus who also said the same thing under Bokuwari for 8 years. Today, Nigeria is in the gutters. Nigeria is in the gutters. And they are repackaging the lies again. And they are repackaging the gaslighting again. So if you see them, knock them that spanner. Quickly, don't give them any benefit of the doubt, okay? They are everywhere. The propaganda machine that is being reeled out is the kind, that those who are suffering, those who are actually feeling the brunt of what I'm talking about, those who are in Nigeria right now, the real victims, they are those who are going to be told on social media to kind of feel like maybe it's not as bad. Nigeria is going to be better. But once the camera is off, they go back to their miserable lives. You understand what I mean? When they actually have to deal with the real life situation, consequences of their shearies that have they are the luckiest anyway, the politicians. So if you see them, don't give them any kind of a room, okay? They can do all their madness on Facebook. At some point, we'll clean that place too. When you see them, knock them that spanner. I won't see them. Maybe the smell will see the sign that they are gone. I remember that. Bokuwari under Emefiole, Emefiole under Bokuwari, they started the depletion of the source of Nigeria Forex. By law, it is the central bank of the country that will provide the forex. And under that, by that authorization, right, by that kind of, power, the Central Bank of Nigeria can, at the same time, issue licenses to banks to further kind of source for their forex if they have to. If they have to, banks in Nigeria will make business or make a sort of a deals, huge stuff with other businesses abroad. And in the process, they make with their profit and everything that comes on, right? Kind of influence and help them to increase their own forex earning and all that. That's how it should be. But when Bokwari and his thieves came in and they started the round tripping, whereby they were using 1984 exchange naira to dollar exchange rates. Others were busy depleting the crude oil sale in Nigeria. At the end of the day, Nigeria just the answer oil producing country, but the crude oil money, nobody sees anything. So which means, as the money was supposed to be coming into the cover of Nigeria through the Central Bank of Nigeria, it was going into the cover of private people, criminals. A lot of them that you are shearies who are going to be like, you are just like crickets everywhere. Shut up your mouth. Now go and use Yoruba Ronu now to go and buy a cheaper gas, cheaper food. Go and pay for cheaper transportation. And you Adoru. Adoru Motito, they call them. No, Adoru Motito. We know that waiting that they give you, waiting they chop right now, is what majority of you know. But it's all right. But I have told you, leave that fantasy world and come to that real life now. What you're actually facing right now. Go. How much is is one piece of egg? How much is the crate of egg? How much is mudu of gari abi rice and the rest of that? What is it right now with your lives? Anyway, we're coming back to that. They created that venue. Nigeria have no money. Nigeria was selling things, but the money was going into the pocket of criminals. So which means Nigeria was not producing anything else that is any Nigeria forex. So they were relying on all of us abroad. Mo will send money, send dollars, send pounds, send money. Send your money through Naira, and all of the other schemes that they put together. But because their intention is not actually to help Nigeria economy, greed and selfishness, the corruption in their blood, didn't make them think that there are consequences or there will be consequences for their insatiable lust for free money. So they dried up the forex. Their family members, themselves, they were everywhere all over the world. They needed money, they needed dollars. Central bank became their piggy bank. When they ran the central bank dry, Naira could no longer take it anymore. It continued to take it, they call it a free fall. And that's what happened to Naira. So, if you now come around and say, we want to unify the exchange rates, and you that want to unify exchange rates, you know that you actually not, normally in a normal country, what will happen is you will then have to kind of pump out the legitimate forex in your reserve. You will push them out to the banks. Yeah? And then you will tell them, listen, we want to crash. Normally on our production, what should have happened there? In fact, now no go their economic route, okay? So what should have ordinarily happened to help kind of a crash dollar or naira to pounds and all of those things? May I tell you? Not by giving money, okay, to the banks and all that. What you need to do would have been, you would have looked into your manufacturing industry. You would have looked into some major industries, that you know that if you pump money into them, you look at those who are in those industries, running those businesses that are struggling Whether not taxes, for example, you're like multiple taxations. You get what I mean? Everybody is taxing everybody. For any, if you put one small table outside that you want to start a business, like a 50 different group will come to you and say you have to pay tax to them. So at the end of the day, they will hit that business and kill that business eventually. So if you want to now help your economy, really help your economy, yeah, if you want to put money anywhere, number one, the money will have to go into the hand of people. Well, put it this way. Number one, you see that multiple taxation that take all of their profit away, that will continue to discourage them from expanding. You know, when you don't expand, you can't think of employing people. It's a very simple economic theory. Sure, you know now. The one we will read for home economics at economics, primary school and secondary school. You understand? So what you would have done was, as a country, for let's say entertainment industry, manufacturing industry, what else? So that comes manufacturing industry, and you say we are going to give them in naira. Now naira you won't give them. We want to pump in 1 or let's say 2 trillion naira into manufacturing industry. So if you are into any manufacturing, whether on a big scale or small scale, it doesn't matter. If you are producing something, we know that electricity is also eating into your profit, Abi. We will still come back to that and do something to improve that, okay? But we want to target you. And that would be, if you are into any manufacturing at all, you have access to interest-free loan if you plan to employ more people, and then now, if you plan to increase your production, employ more people, and possibly even thinking of expansion. So we have this package for you. We will cut down all the taxes, all right, that you have been paying, okay? And in our own way of giving back to you, that tax cut, we will give you have access to at least 100 billion naira as a manufacturing company, if you can show us your plan and the number of people you can employ and the number of increased production. So when you put that money there, 2 trillion naira, and people could go there and take the money interest free, whether you know a cake you dey bake, and you need a proper industrial oven, but you can't afford it. That's why you are still using that small thing. Even despite the small thing you are using, the profit you cannot see. Access to small fund to help you improve your business, save you a little bit, keep you in business. A normal country who want to really help the people, they will put the money there. Whether na welder you they do. So when you put that money there, there are many people who can begin mass production, manufacturing. And at the same time, you can then target you have the population, Abi. You can begin to now push. You see, the more they are producing, the more people are working. Those money you gave to them within a year, the more people are working, the more they will begin to pay taxes. And guess what? The more they are expanding, the businesses too, they will begin to pay the taxes. They will be happy to pay. Nigeria businesses are in distress right now, except the businesses owned by politicians in Nigeria. That's also a fact. But you see, this money of once production begin to improve, now that time you're gonna say, you know what, we actually need to improve this electricity generation and then distribution. There are law already that says everybody can generate their own electricity. Now you want to help those manufacturing companies so that they can continue to have electricity, Abi. What do? You dip your hand into your naira again and say any manufacturing company that is willing to go into power generation and distribution, they will have access to this amount of interest-free loan. Remember, you are a government. You have template of what a larger power plant is, what smaller power plant is, what medium of you want to use to generate the power. You are a government. You have all of that. Which of them are safe for the environment and all of that? What are the costs effective of this? But corruption in government that cannot go away immediately. Oh, sure, you don't put the money in the hand of politicians by setting up committees, by giving appointments, by making pronouncements. No, that's not how it's done. Because at the end of the day, you are telling the banks to go and look for their dollars. Now, where do you think the banks are going to get the dollars from? So what they did with that gambling of unifying this or that is that with time, the banks will begin to have the dollars. A lot of people will begin to have all this and that without production, without increased production, without increase in things that actually keep people working. Where Naira becomes so strong. I mean, you know how Naira will become so strong? When all of these old places begin to spark up. And if a manufacturing company in your area just access a grant to build a power plant that will give the company, that will give that manufacturing company, it will give them 24 hours electricity, and they will even have enough to share with communities and other businesses in that axis. So when you put that money in their hand, no middlemen, no nothing, just go online, show that you have a business and you are paying tax. That's all you need. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. Northern Nigeria, Eastern Nigeria, West, it doesn't matter. People who really want to use money to employ people, not politicians. So when you put that money in their hand, they would then, you see, production, demand and supply will become so matched that all these productions will begin to spread and spread to the neighboring countries in Africa. What they are manufacturing in Ogbomoso, in a small space in Ogbomoso, can be so huge that it's also serving other markets outside Nigeria. And you know what that simply means is that it will begin to earn foreign exchange for Nigeria in a large and a massive, never seen before scale. So what do you do after that as a government? You improve standard, maintain it, and ensure that whenever, because what you are going to do after putting all of that money in their hands is that you just go and sit down and wait. Before you know it, a maker that is into furniture making, is now producing furnitures that can be compared to the same one you're going to pay millions of, hundreds of thousands of euros, dollars, to bring to Nigeria from Italy, from Singapore, from all these places, because the same equipment that those who are in Singapore are using, a maker who knows nobody, whose only assets is his own talent. A maker has accessed loan as a businessman in Nigeria. No middleman, no nothing about where he comes from, nothing about who a maker knows. Yeah, he's accessed that loan and he's put it into use. And here you are, a maker that is a single furniture maker in Onitsha. Is now the proud owner of a chain of furniture manufacturing company that has now employed other professional furniture makers who are producing and supplying not just to Nigeria. Now they are now exporting a maker's furniture straight to Italy, the place you used to go to or dream of, the Italian leather, the Italian Versace. When you put that money in their hand, you put value in their hands, they will make it happen. What will happen? The government will begin to take taxes from a maker. Government will begin to collect taxes from those who are working in a maker's business. Government will be taking business from those who are coming to come and buy business from a maker and taking them abroad. And before you know it, you will produce Abdullahi, Ayodele, a maker in their millions. Guess what? Government will begin to cash out. There will be so much money that you see today's corruption, the selfishness and greedy of these people, around that time, will probably not be so effective. Trust me, that is when you will know they really want to help you. But they are the economists. They are the most sensible. Shut up your mouth. Do you know their plan? Do you know they are already working on this already? You know, continue to live in your la land, and naira to dollar will crash in your dream. There are others. So, in this May Tifnumbu's time favor you. I will leave the rest to you to tell me how much of those policies are already favoring your family. I be make a mind my business. Mind your own business, Maiyegun. Of course, now you they come here with at the top because you know after this program you are still gonna go back and face the same thing Maiyegun is talking about. The one that you probably don't want to tell yourself. You know that kind of thing,
Now, this is a Monday morning. You can see how crazy the traffic is. You can see how crazy it is. This is Kara Bridge, all the way to Lagos. Productive hours. Where people are supposed to go to work to go make money. You can see what's happening. It's so crazy. This is all of us on bike. We are in traffic, like standstill. We are not moving. Vehicles are not moving. And then you want this economy to be productive. It can't be. You are killing the economy. Look at people that are supposed to go to work. Look at, we are wasting productive hours. And everybody is stuck here. It doesn't make sense. Julius Berger, sincerely, it doesn't make sense. We just have to tell ourselves the truth. You are killing the economy. You are not helping the economy in any way.
Mr. Truth Teller. Now, so now you tell yourself. Government need to do better. Now, Julius Berger. They said Julius Berger, they do road, Lagos Ibadan Expressway. And thousands of them, productive hours, spent in a distressed country. And that's just a picture of what it is normally like every day of Nigerians' life. A country that want to come out of the doldrum, where criminals always make pronouncements. Abi? Anyway, electricity tariff is going to go up by 40%. Maybe some of you don't know that they have to use whether na diesel, whether na petrol, whether they have a name they call the oil to power your power station. I don't know if you know that. Shebi you know say Kainji dam na water abi, the machine they inside that water where they bring electricity. Now petrol abi diesel they use. In case if you don't know, your power station, the ones you have everywhere, that brings light into your house. They are like big generator. I better pass my neighbor, your generator. Put somewhere. Very big one. And they go pour fuel, be whatever inside. Turn them on. That is what they call power station. Maiyegun, no, okay. Now, son, they generate the power for the power station now. In case now crude oil that they pump from Niger Delta, they just plug them inside power station. Crude oil, everything just they turn light. I be waiting to tell yourself, you know, say power na electricity. I mean, sorry, na petrol and diesel. Okay. But it get different way that they do. I mean, no, that's why they call it power station. You go see where they call tank farm. Tank farm na place where we say the oil where they take power the station. It's always there, steady. If we are finished, like your generator, power no go day. And the problem with Nigeria get now too, power generation, power distribution. People where they pay for electricity in Nigeria, they no get meter. Can you even believe that? Nigeria 2020, 2023, they no get electricity meter. Now battle, now war. 8 years of Bokuwari. Even when Isale Barack Obama, Fashola, Ajangbadi, Albert Einstein, Fashola, that's the person I'm talking about. When he was the minister of darkness, homelessness, and potholes, they called him a super minister, ministry of potholes, ministry of darkness, ministry of homelessness. Baba, that was the first time in 30 years that Nigerian national grid collapsed. Baba, for 8 years, so they see they promised them meter. We will bring you prepaid meter. But electricity price has increased. Power no light, but you will pay 40% more than what you are currently paying for what you are using. People are now saying, "Oh, Heavenly Father, may this 40% electricity price increase, may it favor my family. In Jesus' name." Amen, somebody? I mean, that's all you can say. May God let this 40% electricity increase. May God let it favor my family. Amen? Amen. Okay. After the program, after the social media Ojuaye, after all of the Yoruba Ronu, let us Ronu, they want to come and take our land. We need to defend our Yoruba this. Nigeria is this. All those nonsense you tell yourself, okay? You are just enemy of this. You are just being negative. Let us pray for Nigeria. Let us unite. And all those nonsense you tell yourself about. I know say you get mental problem, but listen, leave them. After the whole thing, you go pay 40% electricity increase. Or electricity got to dig on. Our forefathers, they don't use electricity. Let us just pray that the weather is fine. If the weather is fine, you know, the thing that they do right now, be say, I sleep outside. I will sleep outside for until 2 a.m. before the mosquito, before they kill me. So I go don't receive very good fresh air. Or I open my window. Baba, I know they're on generator again. No. A lot of you are no longer turning on your generator, but on social media, Nigeria go better. Nigeria is going to be great. God is going to help. Asiwaju Tinubu is going to make Nigeria great. APC, enemy of Nigeria. Oh, ayé ẹ ti run. Bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn tó dúró fún 8 years ti Buhari tí wọ́n ta orun last náà ni. Or you know something, you can never shame the shameless, unfortunately. And sadly, a lot of them are also procreating. Wọ́n tún bímọ. Àwọn olórí burúkú yìí tún bímọ. And that's the only reason why we are so worried though. They say if you push Nigerians to the wall, if you push the Lagos Abobakus, Buhari Dins, Buhari Didirins, Buhari Dinotus, Buhari Dijatus, Buhari Shuku, Ngozi Ari, Nneka Ari, humbled slave, sophisticated moron. It doesn't matter how you do it. Push them to the wall, Baba. They no go turn back. When they are now so in, when they dip themselves in so much kind of agony, regrets, they begin to shout, "Help! Help us!" I just say you dey pray say Nigeria go better, go better. Wetin happen? Your prayer no dey answer, Dini. 8 years, Nigeria go better under Buhari. Those of you who know one Kusaye, you finally ran away. You still ran away. You see they do Yori Bruku from abroad too. They wish their shears in Nigeria, telling them that what? Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better. When you finish with all of that, you go back to the real one. How is it doing you right now? A lot of you are adjusting, and they said, it's not hard. So if you want to help us, go help Wajari. You don't need to talk like this. Just thank God that God bless you. If you want to help person, help person. You don't need to talk like this. Say Asha Ngbolori Buruku Wiri to 2015, 2016. Ashieri popular. What makes some of this Ashieri popular on Maiyegun's diary political was because they thought Buhari and gang actually meant well. And because of that, they were waiting for 8 years to 8 years to have something to say. God, see, God shame you, Maiyegun. Shame where they no get to. Now they turn beggar. They turn this everywhere you turn around. Beggar. If you go and look at some of these shameless beggars on social media as well, right? Go and check what they had to do with APC, Egbekegbe, Yoruba Ronu, and the other nonsense they are pushing about. So when you now say, Shebi no be you talk, say God go punish me. No be you, they come here on Maiyegun's diary political all the time to say God go shame you. Now you can't they beg, and we say, social media bambi ala. Maiyegun, if you want to help, go help. I'm using myself, but you can put yourself in that picture because many of you have had that same experience. The people you once told that Bokuari na criminal, APC, Egbekegbe na the destructive group of people. Those who decide not to greet you, talk to you again. They later came back. Abi, they didn't come back. Yeah, I just thought I don't know if you can help me. If you can help me, and you say, how come? Bokuari no help you, ni? Shebi you talk say Nigeria go be great. Now maybe the enemy will no one make Nigeria great. Put yourself in that picture and tell me you've never experienced that before. And then by the time you start telling them that, Shebi we told you, they give my money to useless people anymore. Then they begin to say, if you want to help us now. You should not be judging us because of our political association. You should not be using somebody's political association. Don't use his political association to judge him. If God has blessed you, just bless the person and help the person. Say, Nikure. Let me tell you this for free. It's so free. Do you understand? This Olori Bruku Dabi Moshe does. They wish the worst of the worst on so many of you who are completely against this APC, Egbekegbe. Honestly. Now, do you want me to repeat that again? If you see anybody where they support APC, it doesn't matter if the person is member of APC, it doesn't matter. If you see anybody that is supporting APC, if you have a chance, you know that's where they call Arinuro de Rimoroko. That's the way we say, if you look at somebody like this, you go know everything where they inside them. Everything where they think. Say our own synonymous, but you'll be thinking, and I'll be hearing what you they think. In that kind of thing, I go to see inside and outside. If you see the arts of everybody who associates with APC, Egbekegbe, Tifnumbu, Bokuari, and all of this, if you know their wish towards some of you who have made it your entire life thing to tell the world how evil APC is, if you know what they wish for you, you go know say witchcraft is real. I mean, like you go know say witchcraft deal. Majority of them in their completely warped minds, anybody who doesn't see anything good in what APC is or what they have done to Nigeria, that person is an enemy. And if they are asked to choose what should happen to people like you, people like me, they want God to destroy you because you are trying to destroy good people, their leaders, APC. They want you to be arrested for daring talk about their leaders like that. They want you jailed. They want you killed. They want to teach you a lesson. That's what they want. They want you completely destroyed. They want to seize you and say, see you. See what about that guy that is always criticizing APC? That guy. If you see him now, the last time I saw him, I saw him. The guy, if you see him, you go give him money. Because that's what they wish. You know their own don't want it already. The only hope, the one they are believing and hoping on, is the one from these criminals. So you telling them APC is this, APC is that, if you know what they wish for you, you will never fall for their gaslighting and their mockery or using religion, this or that. No, you will never, ever in your life. They are very easy. If you see anybody where they tell you, say, God has blessed you. If God bless you, bless other people now. That one is not anything. Because God can destroy you tomorrow. Everything where you get today, where you think say you get, that you don't want to help people. You don't want to help us. Simply because we like APC. Just because I support APC. You say you're not going to help me, Abi. You know, God now God bless you now. Now God bless you. If God, that same God can destroy you now, you'll be like, it won't take me. It won't take me. And you lori bruku. And you ashiri eda. Akoshi beru. So that same God do. in the in Bokwari's Nigeria, in APC's Nigeria, that God must hate you. Oh, hate you gone. Along hate you gone here. And you lori buruku agbado mighty you. Oh Lord, God must hate you so much in here. To the point that he couldn't love you so much that you will never go and beg from those who have sworn never to leave your Olori Buruku leaders, because we know who they are. We know who they are. We don't want to join you to wait and say, hey, let's see now. It's too early now. Shall you get? Let's see now. Give him time now. Let us see. Let us shake it. We don't want to wait. So say that God no like you. May He bless you so that you will never go straight to people who are going to say you be APC. I don't like people who take politics serious. I don't like people who always kind of, Shebina, everybody have their own choice now. Everybody can make out, Nikure say. If they use that on you, this is what you are going to tell them. Today, a lot of you know what they represent. Cold-hearted criminals, murderers. You know who they are. You rejected them. You did everything to stop them. They murdered you. They disenfranchised you. These are shearers that are telling you, why are you taking politics too serious like that now? I will never let politics divide me and my family. The Olori Burukus that are saying that to you today, listen to me, they were happy that they did all of that to you. But guess something, the thing where they try prevent it, the calamity you are trying to run away from, APC, the consequences of those who wanted you killed and remain dead, who are now telling you that it's not about politics alone. I don't think we should be taking politics this too serious. Politicians are friends. They are going to steal from us anyway. Everybody is going to, all of them are the same now. I don't like people. Me and my friend, though, politics can never divide us. So all of this on social media today, those whose policies cannot divide and the rest of them. Now everybody, they do what now? In Yoruba, everybody lo dancing. No be so? So if anybody approach you and say, if you want to help him, I don't even know why people always take politics serious. A lot of you are not going to recover from what is about to hit Nigeria. What you are currently facing right now. A lot of you, personally, you know what that is to you right now. So if somebody tells you that it's just politics now, I don't know why everybody, you know what I mean? Now you know that it is not just politics. Your children are not going to be, you are not going to be able to pay the school fees of your children. A lot of you are going to lose your jobs anyway because those businesses are not going to be able to sustain it. Okay? A lot of you are going to have to cut down the lifestyle you know, because you will not be able to live them anymore. That poverty you are hearing before, you are now you are witnessing it. A lot of you are going to be more worried than you've ever been in your life. That is the consequences of politics. Politics is not a game. Politics is not a game. And since it is not a game, and some Ashiris are coming back to come and talking about politics is not a game. You have all the criminals who are now coming together to take over this before this afternoon. Before Koolu sacked all the service chiefs in Nigeria today, Asari Dokubo has a message. Then I'm going to go into politics. Let's go into politics. Yeah, and let you know it is not just a game. Now you can pray, may this whole thing favor your family. When I open the line, come and tell us how much of this is favoring your family so far. Asari?
The president is a strong president. He's a commander-in-chief of the armed forces. He's going to take decisive action to get these rotten eggs. It's not the old army and the navy. There are a few who have this entitlement mentality. A better persona. I get power persona. I get people where they up, where go to cover me. The president is going to remove them and make it possible for the people of this country to benefit. For instance, Emefiele is gone, Bauer is gone, so more heads will roll. Those who are standing as an impediment to the good and progress of this country, the president will not dilly-dally with them. He will not do sissy with them. He's going to put and kick them out. And when he does that, we will have the unfettered power, encouragement to get rid of oil theft, which all my brothers in the Niger Delta, all of us have agreed. Oil theft and vandalization in the Niger Delta. We are going to work with NNPC, PCL, and...
Did you get that? Nigeria military and Nigerian Navy are sounding so entitled. The president is going to remove them. And the president is going to give us power. Me and my boys, we are going to end oil bunkering in Niger Delta. And we will work with, we won't work with again. That is your new Nigeria. Wait for it now. I'll read this one, okay? Tinubu don't sack all the service chiefs. And yes! Sack them so that you can chase all the Boko Haram away. So that we can chase all the kiniko away, all the nonsense and all of that. Abba. Okay, before I go on with my banter about it, let me explain something to you. In 2015, when Nigeria was still dealing with Boko Haram, okay? So, Nigerians, they believed that the reason why the terrorists, the Boko Haram terrorists was so strong was because Goodluck Ebere Jonathan had no military experience or background. And therefore, he couldn't really lead the fight to defend Nigeria. So they brought in a lifeless Megad, illiterate Mumumadu, Bokwari, Omo Joba, somebody will never work in his life. Here you get. And a pastor. They said that one, they fight evil spirit with Holy Spirit. And they presented the two messiahs. Strong, decisive, patriotic. The people that will stop all of this nonsense. I'm sorry that my camera is acting up there, right? I'm going to say, give me a sec, right? And then I'm going to put something on again and see, and see how that goes. You don't need to leave, all right? It's just going to be a quick switch. And according to them, ladies and gentlemen, they said Boko Haram will be fighting the terrorists physically. Ikene Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, Agboworin Baba Oja, Oshunbade, that one go dey fight spiritual battle. Because this battle to save Nigeria is both physical and spiritual. That was the bobo they sold you, remember? Immediately, that Goodluck Ebere Jonathan carried his last Ghana must go back out of the asshole rock. And Boko Haram moved in. It was like yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. It was like, it's like yesterday. Announcement upon announcement. Yes, that is the change I voted for. Boko Haram has now sacked all the service chiefs and is going to appoint all the people that are going to. Yes, action president. All the Boko Haram better run. Because Boko Haram defeated the Matatasin in northern Nigeria in 1985. I mean, I'm just trying to remind all of you, he has a military background. He defeated the Matatasin. You know, there's this terrorist group, right? In 1980s. They called them the Matatasin, Abi Matatasin. Then they fight with bows and arrow. You know that kind of thing. They don't get gun, no. Bows and arrow. They will come to your village. Pa! Arrow! Pa! Ah! No, I am now dying because I have been shot by arrow terrorists. Ah! The Matatasin have killed the people, bows and arrow, cutlass and everything. So Boko Haram now came, Nigeria military, when Boko Haram planned his coup. So Nigeria military with guns, armor tank, everything, they shall defeated the people with a bows and arrow. And they said, somebody that could defeat the Matatasin, it would defeat Boko Haram. People will get rocket launchers. So they brought Boko Haram in, and he started making his announcements, appointments. Chief of Army Staff, Buratai the Butcher. Chief of Air Staff, Chief of Guinea Staff, Chief of Defense Minister, all that nonsense. Yes, strong people. Announce. Mr. President has announced that he is relocating the combat headquarters of Nigeria Combined Forces from heaven and earth, spiritual and the physical. They are moving them to Maiduguri to defeat Boko Haram once and for all. Breaking news. Say, yes, action president. This is the change we voted for. This is nonsense you voted for. Oh, na Genjeo, na Bobo. I say all of that now, just small things to put together so that when they write the budget, defense budget, the Mugus will not be able to ask questions. Now, people like us, they ask questions. Shut up your mouth, Maiyegun. Somebody that is going to keep Nigeria safe is just, yes, na Bobo, na scam. This whole thing, they go open shop on top of your head, though. How can you be so negative? You this Maiyegun. Let's cut it short. I'm sorry for the annoying, flickering and all that. I see I haven't figured that out, unfortunately. Boko Haram will be gone in 2 months. It will be gone in 3 months. Let's cut the chase. Instead of Nigerian army to kill terrorists, alaye, Nigeria chief of staff, military, DC, DSSC, now Nigerians and they kill. More Nigerians are killed under Boko Haram by the Nigerian security forces in 8 years than all the Nigerians killed by all these combined security forces in the history of Nigeria for 63 years. I mean, do you think I'm making it up? That's all now they do. They never kill you, Abi. People where they talk about, they be statistics, they don't kill them. They gave them different names to kill you. In 8 years, Nigeria military turned their guns on Nigerians. Nigerians became the enemies that they have to crush. Up to today, they still see Nigerians as enemies. Every day, they will be issuing warning to Nigerians. We have received the warning that some Nigerians are trying to get. We are warning you. The military of Nigeria is warning you. If you come together to come and complain about anything, we would make sure that everyday threat. The terrorists in call, terrorists no go, then give birth to different other terrorists, Baba. Give me a sec. Then give birth to more terrorists. And today, Nigeria is not just dealing with terrorists of Boko Haram in Borno. Now everybody now they sleep all over Nigeria, with 2 eyes open. That may sound like how is that possible, Maiyegun? How can you sleep with your 2 eyes open? Sit down there, sit down inside that your house. they ask me questions like, how is it possible for somebody to sleep with 2 eyes open? That means you are not sleeping. That's exactly what I'm saying. Some Nigerians in some part of Nigeria today, you go see that they go do like this, sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir, that, I didn't greet you. Can you call? Sure you get. Baba soon. Could be like this. Say we are waiting for Baba to sleep before we go out and do what we want to say. No. Baba don't sleep since 7 o'clock. And I say, no, they don't sleep. Oh, Baba, I saw him in the living room. He's just opened his eyes like he's watching TV. Oh, Baba soon. Sleep. It's just that they know they close eyes again. We know they close eyes again. Say, why? Like, his 2 eyes are opened. Oh, Baba don't sleep since 7 o'clock. Baba know they take eyes, see evening. By 6, 7 o'clock after his dinner, he don't go sleep. For that in couch, but he opened his eyes and said, now Nigeria we do now. You know, they sleep with 2 eyes were closed to under Bokuwari. People they go party. Now from Fulani terrorist camp that they call, I say, hello. Hello, ma. Yeah. Mrs. Akin don't sorrow. It's Mrs. Akin that is on the phone. Mommy Okwe. Mommy Okwe, sorry, ma. Have you reached your location? How is the party? How is the journey? Listen to me. Let me go and give that phone to Daddy Okwe. Tell Daddy Okwe that we didn't reach Ilorin. Now, once we pass that redemption camp and we begin to go to Shagam. So as I'm talking to you right now, we did Kebi. Kebi Bawo. Is it not Ilorin you say you are going to from Lagos? No, they don't carry us go Kebi. We deal with people, they say 30 million. They don't kidnap you, ma. Jesus, what if mommy Okwe? Then they go and tell Daddy Okwe, they need 30 million. That was what became the reality of people. University lecturers in Ile-Ife, they pay ransom because they don't kidnap them. Something that people used to think that it can never get to them in 8 years. 8 solid years. Person will get military background, soldier, patriotic Nigeria, an Islamic fanatic coming to save Nigeria. Last, now people can't pay to live in Nigeria. You go just pray, say, Omo, as my situation bad reach, I shall pray, say, make a no enter the kidnappers den. Baba, now that one was. I say, okay, then let us pray then, because we are about to travel now. We need to get to Ijebu this evening. It's so important. I say, okay, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we pray to you, Father, that as we are going out today on this journey, save us from all the bad road. Save us from this. Today, people don't pray that God should save them from armed robbers anymore. They are now praying that God should save them from kidnappers. Because now, the situation in Nigeria got so bad under these criminals, that if armed robbers are chasing you, stop, give us your money, give us your car, and you see the Dambo robber, Janjaweed, the Fulani terrorist ahead. Now you go come the run back, you go the reverse, go the armed robber, say, sorry, Oga armed robber, come and rob me, please, come and rob me. Because the Fulani terrorists got so bad, that they kidnapped armed robbers. So people know they use armed robbers as prayer points anymore. I say, God, Heavenly Father, please protect us from these armed robbers on the way. And no. They kidnap you. You did the place where they're, and you meet other people there. And you're asking them, I say, sorry, bros, where they kidnap? Where they kidnap you? Say, my brother, my story long ago. As I did so, I don't get anybody, they could kill me. Say, but why? Call your family. I say, no, I be armed robber. You see that man, we sit down there. We dey rob the man for that junction. We don't do an operation. We don't shoot gun. Everybody, everything done day. And so these people came, they kidnap us. They kidnap the people where we dey rob. The people where they rob, don't they call their family? I don't know who to call. So, you be armed robber. Larry. Wọ́n ní ìyá àjẹ́ ń sá fún gbọ́mọgbọ́mọ. Iyaje in Yoruba means a witch. Yeah. Somebody who get us terrestrial supernatural power. If you tell you say you go die, you go die. If you tell you say go out, go sleep, you go die, you go die. If you tell you say you no go make am in life, you no go make am. That's the general belief. People they run from kidnappers. Iyaje, the witch also she's running. They say, Mama, you fit fight them now. Command them to save us. Command who? Now let me remain for our camp. They don't kidnap all my mates. We know those way we know if pay ransom, they don't kill them. You see me away. Now you can laugh about this because I actually wanted you to laugh, but you know this that you are laughing about is what Nigeria has become in 8 years after they told you all Nigeria needed na pastor and soldier. Boko Haram will fight physically. Pastor Ruga will fight spiritually. By the time Nigerians became the victims of kidnapping here and there, Pastor Ruga no day. Soldier may guard Boko Haram no day. Everybody was on their own. After all the announcements, after all the initial gra, after Ababa, for the first time, I saw soldiers where they run with gun from barracks. I'm just saying, you know, I have never seen it in my life. Many soldiers ran out of barracks with guns. They run into bush because terrorists they come. It happened under this Boko Haram. There are videos, all of them. There are videos everywhere. 8 years old. I saw soldiers running away from barracks. Breaking news. Boko Haram terrorists, they invaded the Kaduna military, Kiniko, and they have now carted away weapons. Labe soldier is finished. Ask Prince Jejeman, he will tell you. A lot of them believe that Nigeria to finish. Forget it. Rocket, land, let me see. They say ground to here, rocket launcher. You know that kind of thing where we say if they shoot them, you just see them for movie. You see that rocket where the rocket that will be following plane about. You say, that one go. You will need a very good pilot to dodge it. Or terrorists get them for Nigeria. Nigeria government, they go negotiate with them. Say, this is too much. We cannot let you have that. If it is say you want to shoot down a plane, and you know say na Boko Haram say they inside the plane, you shoot them. Nigeria, we supposed to arrest criminals, so arrest the terrorists. They go pay money to buy back that thing they stole from Nigeria, so that they won't use it on Boko Haram. That's how selfish he was. 8 years, Nigeria became a laughing stock. Now they don't break one Koolu. Now this one can't they make an announcement about military? They say yes, very good decision. Everything is going to change. We
have no blinker of electricity. They spend more than $60 billion. They forget that transmission line is a super highway for generated electricity and power. All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF, double F. That is his name.
What's going on?
So yeah, fast forward to 8 years later. another announcement. But there is something noticed. I have to remind you, in case if you have forgotten. When Bokwari was making all those announcements and changes, people started noticing the 97% and the 5%. Maybe like say Fulanization agenda to kick off. How come now another Muslim, now another now? Chief of fighting. Abdul Kadiri, Kukure. Is another now? Another now? He don't appoint another now again. She na only the Fulani day. You remember that period? Let him appoint anybody that he can appoint you because anybody he can work with. He should appoint anybody he can work. Okay. So there is no other people from other part of Nigeria that should be sitting in a security council meeting discussing the security situation of Nigeria as it affects everyone from every part of Nigeria. So Kukure, Abdul Salami, Abdul Kadiri, all these things, now Fulanization agenda, we go break up, we don't do again. Now, all this appointment, few days, now when the Wala first started, be that. We know this Bokwari, now only Fulani go appoint, now only the Northerners go up. Wala Shah started, suspicion, Shut up your mouth. Do you see how many appointments is he going to make? They are doing, everybody Shah went to market, convincing everybody. With the needed people. At least it is northern Nigeria that is suffering most of this the insecurity. So if all the northerners are the one in charge, they will make sure they defend the north. They will make sure that all this thing is gone. At least we just want Nigeria to work. Auntie, make Nigeria work again. Make Nigeria work again. If wishes were us, Abi. Anyway, enough of all of that. More northerners died in the hand of terrorists in the last 8 years than they have ever been since the emergence of this terrorism industry in Nigeria. More northerners died gruesomely, violently. The northern, or should I say the control of the Nigeria defense and security by these northern people obviously came to light that was never in the interest of the people of northern Nigeria, because the lives, the businesses, the existence of people living in the middle belt part of Nigeria and the core north of Nigeria have been made even worse in the last 8 years. If I dey lie, tell me say I dey lie. Olori bulo poju no enye omo ajagbado, wetin they call am? Wetin they go chop? Cassava, gari. You know, people where they listen to this man. Now them go come here, come call me Yoruba, ni kure le yo kokan. I mean, ko se ba ti shake pe fun yin be ko ma shami na bi. On s'adura fe o shami. To ba shake pe fun e se o ni shami. But some people in the kure, mama shamini. How can people wait be say, you know what I mean? Agbado, gari, ewa, and the rest of that. And
we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps, we create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption.
people when they listen to this madman, I also listen to the other madman, Bokuwari. They are the people who are now back. That's my president. Sack them all. Hurricane Tifnumbu. He has no strategy or any strategy as well to fight any terrorism or anything. Oh, sure you guys see now the normal business and business. No, sure you understand. But you don't make announcement. I'll tell you. I'll read that one to you. Just say, President Bola Tifnumbu has approved immediate retirement of all the service chiefs, and he has appointed the following people in charge of Nigeria security now. Like Bokwari did you. Maybe Tifnubu will now say they should relocate the army headquarters to all of the fighting spots. This time around, they're going to need like army headquarters or operation center at more than 400 spots across Nigeria. They never kidnap you. They never. That's why you are here trying to say, you know, bad like that. You know, rich like that. It's all right. Chungbo, they don't appoint people who go keep you safe, like Bokwari did. Now, their names. Remember that Yorubanization is what has turned to Yoruba Ronu. Chengbo. Because when you hear Fulanization, you would say it's about Fulanis. No, it's not. If you hear about Islamization, you go think say it is because of Islam. No, it is not. These are especially packaged political agenda to appeal to some small group of people, right? For political advantage or for political power. That's it. You know when they say Fulanization, educated Fulanis will feel insulted because they will know that anything Fulanization that you are talking about is about the sharing of Nigeria resources among those who identify as Fulanis or identify as Muslim or Islam, this or that, Abi. But when you now look at those who are actually like the Muslims or the Fulanis, or when you look at them in the scheme of the whole thing entirely, they're not different from the they're not different from everyone else from every part of Nigeria feeling the brunt of bad government, bad leadership. Bad leadership doesn't recognize you as anything. Or you see their buzzwords. Yoruba Ronu. Yoruba Ronu. Otakpo. Don't let them take this Yoruba chance from us. Yorubas must take our place in Nigeria. That is somebody who is a victim of a bad leadership and will continue to be. Or you say Yoruba? Yoruba Ronu. When you go to the shop, you won't buy Gary. They say, how much is the cup of Gary now? My brother, now 600 naira. Mommy, 600 naira for a cup of Gary. You know, gree 100 naira. You know, gree, my brother. You know, gree, my son. You know, gree. Now 700 naira. Mommy, Yoruba Ronu. Yoruba Ronu ọmọ mi. Oya lo 100 naira wa. There's nothing like that. They say, they won't do police recruitment. You know that one we say go pack all of you inside one stadium. They won't recruit you to be policemen or civil service. Civil defense. And they say, Asiko Yoba Lele, it's our time. And then you go and say, they'll say, hey, come here. What is your name? And you say, my name is Maiyegun General. So, okay, Maiyegun General. Which one is your surname? Which one is your personal name? My name is Maiyegun General. Okay, don't worry. Don't matter. Worry. What happened is that, Maiyegun General. The number don't reach. We don't employ because this thing is about slot. We have shared it to Nigerians and all of that. And you say, I'm a Yoruba man. They say, are you not a Nigerian? Doesn't matter whether you are Yoruba or not. We are not employing again. Shall you get? So yeah, please, excuse me. They say, mommy, wa Yoruba don't know. Yoruba don't know. And then it will be like, sorry. Yoruba don't know. Oh yeah, bring your CV, man, I'll give you a job. You go petrol station, they say a liter of petrol is now 700 naira per liter. Say, Anyway, it doesn't matter, Sha. Where's your manager? Say, now manager is that. Engineer Olamilekon. I say, Engineer Olamilekon. Yoruba ni? Yes, I'm a Yoruba. I'm the manager here. Engineer, they say 700 naira per liter. That's not how much we buying it now, eh? Can you, as Yoruba to Yoruba, can you do us 100 naira per liter, please? Please, my brother, please. Say, sorry, sir. We don't do that here. It's 700 naira per liter, sir. We don't. Sir, Engineer Olamilekon. Yoruba don't know. Hey, Yoruba don't know, Engineer Olamilekon. I say, sorry, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. Yoruba don't know. Give them all your keg. They will sell it for you for 100 naira. Anyway. Yoruba don't know is for their children, their family members. It is their turn. Yorubanization is not about Yoruba. Yoruba don't know is not about Yoruba. None of it has anything to back it. They are just the political buzzwords, right? That will legitimize the Yoruba criminals who are now going to be favored. They will be the new billionaires. Here you get. They'll be the new billionaires. They'll be the new guys, with all of that. You are still going to be hustling and struggling. Say now, what they promise you is that when everything works fine, they are going to create jobs. We'll give you jobs. Don't worry, we'll give you jobs. We'll still give you job. We are working on it. People are plenty. Millions of people unemployed. We'll give you job. We'll give you money. We'll give you empowerment. You'll do this. Don't worry, give us time. But guess what? That they use your life. That they use your head. The right figure, billions, millions, inside the asshole rock. And all it's going to take is just, be a Yoruba. So for those of you who survived and witnessed the impunity of Bokwari and his friends for 8 years, you are so welcome to the era of the Yoruba. Yoruba Rono, my brother. You need to run. You have to run. So the appointment have started. And the Alimajiri CPC jihadisti, they know they complain. I maybe I say this man want to make out this thing about Yoruba. May they read the names to you. Shebi you be Hausa, you they complain. You be Northern Abi. Nobody say you anything go touch you. The shege go still touch all of you. Whether you are Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo, or anything you want to call yourself. As long as Nigeria is still Nigeria, shege nye, it no go separate anybody. But as it be now, to fighting security in Nigeria, Koolu has now announced his own team. May I tell you the names, I'm waiting that they hold. The list long go. Police IG, custom officer, chief of defense staff, chief of army staff, if you know be Yoruba, it's Yoruba and others. One Nigeria. So if they complain, waiting the Igbos go do now, Here you get, they are still not invited. You will say, okay, I'll read the name. Nuhu Ribadu is going to be the National Security Advisor, the one that is going to replace Moguno. They say somebody called Major General Musa. That one is going to be Chief of Defense Staff. Major General T.A. Lagbaja. That one is going to be Chief of Army Staff. Rear Admiral Ogala. That is going to be Chief of Naval Staff. AVM Abubakar will be the Chief of Air Staff. That's your new Air Staff Chief. DIG Kayode Egbetokun is going to be your Acting Inspector General of Police. Emma Mumisi. Major General EPA. I don't know, sorry. He's going to be your chief of defense intelligence. Other names, so Adebisi Onosoya, Colonel Adebisi Onosoya is going to be the Brigade of Guards commander. Lieutenant Colonel. I suppose drink. Lieutenant Colonel Moshood Abiodun Yusuf is going to be the 7 Guards Battalion commander, Asokoro, Abuja. Lieutenant Colonel Awalu Baba Enuwa is going to be the one in charge of the 177 Guards Battalion, Kefi in Nasarawa. Colonel Muhammad Abdul Karim, that one is going to be the commander for the 102 Guards Battalion. Colonel Olumide Akingbe Shote, 176 Guards Battalion, Gwagwalada, Abuja. Other appointments for presidential villa. They say military officers in the presidential villa. You have Major Isa Farouk Audu. He will be commanding officer, State House Artillery. That's another one go there in charge of weapon. Captain Kazim Olalekon Sumonu. That one is going to be second in command, State House Artillery. Major Kamoru Koyejo Amzat. That will be the commanding officer for State House Military Intelligence. Major General T.S. Adeola is going to be the commanding officer, State House Armament. Okay, now this one is in charge of armory. Now this one go in charge of weapons inside the asshole Rocket Villa. His name is going to be Aminu. No, I'm gonna T.S. Adeola, State House Armament. And second in command to Adeola is Lieutenant A. Aminu, second in command. Also, Tinubu appointed some special assistants too. For example, they are Anatu Musawa. It will be now woman Nabi. She will be in charge of culture and entertainment economy. She'll be advising Koolu on that. Another person, Senator Abdullahi Abubakar Gume. That one is going to be the special assistant on National Assembly matter. Honorable Olanrewaju Kunle Ibrahim, special assistant on the House of Representatives matter. And also, they said it is to be noted. Hang on, sorry. Finally, Adeniyi Bashir Adewale is going to be the acting Comptroller General of Nigeria. I'm sorry, of Custom, rather. Comptroller General of Custom. And according to him, they said, it is to be noted that the appointed service chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, and the Comptroller General of Customs are to act in their positions pending their confirmation in accordance with the Constitution of blah, 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 blah. I am sorry if I kind of deflated your expectation with the announcement of new service chiefs. Are you expecting them to come and fight terrorism indeed, to end it? Like, are you actually, do you believe that they are coming to end it, Abi? When all of you, they talk, say, court must remove Koolu. If court fail to remove Koolu, revolution go happen. So you see sitting down there right now, believing that this announcement is because of security of Nigeria. I'll drink something. Again, amen. I just say amen to that. May not be like, say, why are you negative? Why are you negative? These ones are coming to take their own turn. Nigeria insecurity has become it's more or less like an industry now. Multi-billion dollars industry. They are pumping money into it that goes into their different private pockets. They are not fighting any terrorism. Because once terrorism ends in Nigeria, truly, honestly speaking, you are blocking, you are blocking an industry that is worth over $2 billion, over $3 billion. Over $4 billion. Over $5 billion. Abi, when you break 4 trillion naira into, if you use the exchange rate of 600 naira to $1. Oh yeah, now Nigeria is budgeting 4.5 trillion, 4.8 trillion naira to fight terrorism, for security in Nigeria. 4.8 trillion naira. She $billion ni. Abi, you think that they make them up ni? Go and read all their budget since 2015 now. Let me say they don't get money. You got to a stage, man, I'll tell you one. Let me tell you one. Donald Trump was president of America, remember? In 2018. Because they wanted to make it look like Koolu is about to crush Boko Haram now. Finally, I want to crush it. Crush them, finally. Before election, I'll crush them. You know what Boko Haram did? They went on to go and dip his filthy, unproductive, skeleton finger inside your excess crude account. And you know what he did, They took $1 billion. Oh, God damn it, man. I want to buy a man. Damn. $1 billion. And they put the mannequin inside the plane. They flew him to Washington in America to go and meet Donald Trump. We did that handshake. Because they say after handshake, they say, I thought you said the person you are bringing. You know Donald Trump now. Donald Trump, they said Donald Trump was like, I thought they said the person, the Nigeria, that person is somebody who is alive. They said, no. He's alive. I swear. Don't ever bring that man closer to anywhere I am again in your life. That's what Donald Trump told the people in America. After collecting almost $500 million from that money. I bet you say we don't forget. I bet you by way to Kano jet. I've been to Kano. Tucano jet is coming to Nigeria to end Boko Haram. Tucano jet, once America give us Tucano jet like this, $1 billion. So on record, the whole thing they said they cost $440 million US. But guess how much Boko Haram withdrew and how much they said they paid? They said they paid over $600 million for Tucano jets. But now $1 billion withdraw now. Shebi na $1 billion you withdraw. What's happened to the rest of the money? We cannot tell you for the sake of national security. We can't tell you what we use the money for. It's for national security. Or she buy everybody now. Ati Tucano jet o. Ati Tukagbo jet o. Ati Tukakao jet o. At anything at all, Baba, and everybody they run away from the sky. Niger state. The following state, you cannot fly anyhow. There you go. Baba, I will learn here. I'm not trying to make you laugh again. I'm just telling you facts here. They give money, they carry money, give Donald Trump. Tucano jet is going to come to Nigeria by February 2019. By the time they will deliver Tucano jet, Baba, majority of us now inside the kidnappers' den, we read the news say Tucano jet don't come. But Tucano jet cannot fly in Niger. Tucano jet cannot fly here and there because people waited that place then bad. Only shoot it Tucano jabo. It happened. The terrorists are so armed. They are shooting Tucano down. You know at them. So Tucano jet became part of the military weapons that are now probably going to be in the museum. And you go pay money to go and say, look at this. So this is that Tucano jet they are talking. I have heard a lot about you, Tucano jet. If you are still alive, you go there and take pictures. Live with Tucano jet. Live and direct with Tucano jet. This machine is a very good, but terrorists are still everywhere. Ransacking and chasing you everywhere. Chasing you out from your homes. So don't be saying new. I know they try to be negative. I'm just telling you that I know these guys. So they've made all the announcements. So now they're going to say, okay, they won't fight terrorists so that the 4 trillion naira. The 4 trillion naira they are budgeting every year. They're going to stop budgeting now, maybe. That's how they work. If now you go do continue letting my wish. Oh yeah, those people where they wait. People do IDP camp right now. Now for IDP camp that they read say 178,000 Boko Haram terrorists have repented. Okay, if 170,000 Boko Haram or terrorists repented, who are these terrorists to one kidnap? Have you ever asked yourself that? Operation Safe Corridor in Nigeria says, it no matter how many people you don't kill. Anybody that can cock a gun, that can shoot a gun, they can operate a tractor. Eti Bagbe.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
So if you have pardoned nearly 200,000 repentant terrorists under Boko Haram, who are these terrorists that are now kidnapping us? Who are we there? Who are those then? If 100 and something thousand, nearly 200,000 repented, and more people are in kidnappers' den in Nigeria today. Those who ran away from Boko Haram, killing them in these last 2 weeks, should they not go? They ask themselves, say, okay, who they kidnap us? Because it's all lies, Genjeni. But you will find out. Are you with me? The last time I said a lot of you put your lives on the line, believing that you could possibly salvage the situation, save yourselves and possibly save Nigeria. I show Belejari ambulance. You know, say if I get accident, I go say call ambulance. And then wow. Ambulance is coming to come and get you. Help is coming. Ambulance. I'm not mocking you, because now everything while they talk, since some of you they laugh, and they talk about something so serious, you are laughing. So yeah, let's laugh about this too. But it's serious. Like, take it serious. We need to save Nigeria, my brother. We don't have another country. I know. Oshe Jare, Dr. Wu. And they who don't want Nigeria to change it, they want this shege to be permanent. They want it to be singing. It shall be permanent. It shall be permanent. You see this shege for me, it shall be permanent or something. Anyway, but this shege, it shall be permanent. Because they want you to be singing that as a song of praise. But you thought you would fight them. You do everything. My PVC, my power. My ego, you don't know. We know go. You know what I mean? Like, you did what you had to do, Shashe, but they still robbed you. And they told you to go to court. So that's why I want to take you to that court now. Because as you are waiting for court to maybe do the wonder, I know a lot of you too just want to keep faith. You know? Have you got your PVC? Have you got your PVC? Have you heard about IRF? Have you heard about beavers? Wow. Let me tell you about beavers. I say, wow. Let me tell you about IRF. Wow. Before you know it, people want to save Nigeria. The ambulance, everybody just they do wow, 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 wow. Like ambulance. Even Yakubu joined them. He joined all of you. I don't say you don't like Yakubu again, but you used to like him, remember? This IRF is soundproof. This is one of the videos they played in court recently to prove that I do no good. See, I've seen people, they were like, honestly, my brother, what I do no good, my brother. I said, but what did they do? What do you mean by what did they do? Can't you see that? Can you not see how the rigging? I say, yeah, I saw the rigging. My brother, what did they if I tell you, it no good, oh. I know, my brother, I know good. They know they do anything good, no. But the man told us that, I believed him. I was just trying to believe, I say, I know, my brother, I know, say they go dupe you, but you know what I mean, like, they know they do anything good. I tell you, they don't represent anything good. Yeah, you said it, Maiyegun, you said it, but the thing where they do no good, though, Papa, you just repeat the same thing. People will not represent anything good. You are sad that they do something we no good. Say, but Baba, we have evidence. Evidence where he said that this thing is very perfect. I say, oh yeah, show me. So this is the evidence.
Of a candidate before the election has been brought to my attention. So I will suggest to Obiora from the Champion newspaper to read.
And I've consistently asked candidates and politicians to compare the results on the IRF portal with the hard copies brought by their polling agents from the polling units. And I asked them if there were discrepancies. It's 99.99% accurate. 99.99% accurate. And there is 99.99% accurate. And the result 99.99% accurate. And there is... We know that political actors often try to undermine the process by attacking the technology, casting doubts on its suitability, bypassing its use, or indeed seeking to undermine its security. This informed the early choice of a new voter accreditation technology using an electronic device called the bimodal voter accreditation system. We have tested it in several by-elections and off-cycle governorship elections. In addition, the decision to make polling unit election results available for public viewing, which has always been a major demand by citizens and election observers, falls into this early choice of election technology.
Of a candidate before the election has been brought to my attention. So I will suggest to Obiora from the Champion newspaper to read specifically section 34 of the Electoral Act. So I go to the first question or set of issues raised by the reporter from Channels Television. He talked about uploading of results that are concerned about the process. Has the process been compromised? I would have loved to hear something more specific. This is not the first time that the Commission is uploading results on the IRF portal straight from the polling units. We started this in August 2020 in the Nasarawa Central State Constituency by-election. And since August 2020, we have uploaded results on the IRF portal from 105 constituencies, including major off-cycle governorship elections. And the results are still there on the IRF portal. And I've been asking some of the political party leaders that we have been meeting with regularly to tell me if they notice any discrepancy between the hard copies of the results brought by their polling agents from the polling units and the results we have uploaded on the IRF portal. There are no discrepancies. So please be assured and reassured that the system is robust. We are not deploying it for the first time in the history of election to the country, even though it is the first time that we are deploying it for major, in a general election. But we have done so in 105 constituencies, and the results are still there to be viewed. It is the largest archives of election results in Nigeria. So we are comfortable with the robustness of the system. But like all web assets, we'll continue to improve and fortify the assets. We'll continue to improve and fortify. We know that there will be tremendous interest in the general election, tremendous interest. And therefore we have taken steps to ensure that the system accommodates as many voters as may wish, as many interested individuals as may wish to access the portal. It has the capacity to dynamically expand to accommodate at least 200 million views at a time, because we know that there will be interest in Nigeria and outside the country. And we have worked on that actually to see. We expect that because of the interest, a large number of people will be interested in the portal. But we also reckon that perhaps 200 million will be adequate for the views or hits on the portal on election day. So be rest assured that the system is as robust as it can be. Secondly, you said that civil society groups raise concern about the possible challenge regarding the announcement of results on the social media. And what is the commission going to do? It's basically a plea. The commission does not support censorship. We believe that the best antidote to fake news is greater openness and transparency, and will continue to be open and transparent. But I will appeal to citizens and those who operate on the social media to also exercise discretion in what they post, because electoral issues, particularly results of elections, are very, very sensitive indeed. What we'll do on election day here, as results come in, particularly for the presidential election, there will be a giant screen behind me, and people will be able to view the results that come from the states of the Federation as presented here by the state collation officers for the presidential election. They will ultimately present the results to me as the returning officer for the presidential election. So we can only appeal for discretion on the part of those who may wish to peddle false election results. Respect the laws of the country. It is only the commission that has the final authority to announce results of election.
We are in this country, and the INEC made a press statement when uploads were not done. You even said there was no hacking of your server and all that. And everyone sitting there is either a Christian or a Muslim.
I'll come back to Dino. So that was Yakubu's statement before the election, during the election. And immediately after he made that announcement, okay, everything he said, he denied. Now, let me give you update from that said their tribunal. I may not go into detail. Okay, I'll just tell you what you need to know. So they are doing examination and cross-examination. Atiku alone has called over 60 witnesses, including INEC staff, who came to come and testify against INEC. Now, one of the things that one of the stupid rigging, one of the most stupid way of rigging an election we've seen is they publicly said, they were going public, that everybody will be able to access and see the result from the election from polling units. They will be able to see it from the polling units, and there wouldn't have, if they have done that, if they had done that, there would never have been any of this. Like, it won't be this bad. So, Yakubu, Mr. Fraudster, when he was making all those promises and the rest, everything he said was pretty much like to the letter. Results for all other elective positions were being uploaded. No error, no issue, as agreed, including that of the presidential election. When the results started falling in and flowing in, suddenly, the server, they said, was like a foolproof, cannot be hacked, nobody can manipulate it. Suddenly stopped uploading presidential election results only. How did that happen? Did people hack the server? Did they try to hack it or something? What could have been? I mean, so many questions, but people actually knew that it was fraud, that the re-election rigging was ongoing. When the result of the election started coming in, the numbers started coming in, the whole thing, they add up for PDP, for APC, it was a tsunami. It was a shocker. The only people who actually taught all of us a lesson in this, their 2023 charades, there are no other person than Peter Obi and the obedient. And no wonder they are the most kind of hated. You'll be wondering, why do you hate them so much? I just hate them. I just hate all this obedient. I just hate all this. Why? Why do you hate them? Every time they are talking as if to say Peter Obi is a saint. They are talking like Baba, you they use this energy. They hate on Peter Obi and the obedient. And you are using all this energy to defend APC. She aye oti baje bayi. She ti oti baje bayi. Sorry, you suffered for 8 years under APC. Olórí burúkú ara ẹ. You are saying mo hate Obi yẹn gan. I hate him with passion. Why do you hate him? He lies too much. He just lie. He's a liar. I hate people who lie. Olórí burúkú ni ẹ. Wọ́n sọ nle fún ẹ ni o. You hate Obi and obedient. But you love APC and Tinubu. Olórí burúkú ni yín. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní yé sọ fún yín. Olórí ibu ni yín. After a year, after all what you saw under APC, Bokwari, you boldly, I hate them with passion. Because na them teach all of us lesson. Yes. I mean, for the first time in my life, APC, PDP, people who are fighting for we justice must be. They were happy that Peter Obi got rigged. People were saying that I am so happy that they rigged him out. Ashiri, were happy that they, my show. Ibi tẹ́mi ti mọ̀ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín alárùn ọpọlọ nìyí, orí yín ti yí, kan mọ́ ní. You witnessed Bokwari and the evil they represented. And you thought, I hate those obedient with passion. Why? They just believe that they are saints. They just insult anybody anyhow. Any small thing like this, they will insult you. They're supposed to beat you. Oh no. It's just that they are not violent. I mean, let's be for real. The obedient are not violent. There's no record of that. They have been victims of targeted attack from PDP and APC. I have evidence. You all have evidence. So now them teach all of us lesson. It's just that the only bragging right some of us have right now is that we knew they are going to rig them. Sure you get? And that is why I keep telling all my people here, say, you know, any suru. Okuna de gbagbarale, Nostradamus, Temple of Truth. Everybody where they are smart about Nigeria now. Sure you get? It's not hard to predict. Maiyegun we know tell them that they will rig them out. But let us be honest. How many of you ever thought, you will witness PDP, APC, rigging the people who don't get any influence, any power at all? Did you ever see that coming? Mark Baro, and you know Stradamus. Because now only bragging right where we get be that too. Now all of us for day inside the water, if to say the tsunami, Mahmudu, and the rest of all the criminals, if to say then disappoint us, I be the tsunami sweep them off. Because the tsunami was so huge, the rigging and the thing where they see they talk for Nigeria be this. Like as if to say this is the first time they are rigging election in Nigeria. This one was so huge that giant people rigged the election against people who no get any weight. People who no get any influence. PDP come they talk say Labour Party also rig election against us. Egbamike. Yes, I knew it. How can he get 97% in Anambra? How can he get 90%? I knew they rig. You know get shame. Shame by you know they. PDP they control state. APC they control state. All of them put money to rig election. Use their military, use their INEC, use all the old thing where they want you see. In all of it, they can't rig like useless, stupid people who don't get sense. That even you will not understand politics too much, you understand the rigging will happen in 2023. It shock you. I mean, it no shock you. Some of you are there, it shocked me, man. I have never seen anything like that in my life. I say, I thought you don't like politics. It's true, Maiyegun, I don't like politics. But you see that 2023 election, I actually followed it. What they did is very bad, Maiyegun. Yeah. You mean now? And now Maiyegun is very bad. That's not politics. Maiyegun, don't stop teasing me. Stop teasing me, Jare. I'm serious. Sorry, auntie. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of fascinated that you love politics now. Because they rig so bad that person who don't understand politics can explain to you how they rigged 2023 election. I say they don't rig the election before. It was so shamelessly done. So if you want to say who, and the people who can't rig, because they say, go to court. Yes, we rig you. So what will go happen? People who talk say, they hate obedient, they hate obi. Yoruba ronu, Hausa ronu, Fulani, Mungode, ronu. They call the brag say they are happy that they rig them out. Say how you go be? Say like today, PDP, APC, una retire all of them. How they want to do them? These unboot slaves, these sophisticated morons. These people will love to give all this, they call it word salad. The compression to compensation to desecration to absurdity of killings. Oyinbo no ni. He just wanted to sound like he's so educated. Àwọn àgbà òfìfo, empty drums. They are now bragging. I am very happy that they rigged them out, Maiyegun. See, you know yourselves now. Because if to say they teach all of us what they're supposed to teach us, if they do the election as they say they won't do, everybody upload picture, upload their results. A lot of you, because even at that, this obedient, they retired so many known people that you've thought, they ask, this guy gets sense, so I respect this man, obedient, they expose the fraud the majority of those that call themselves cash TVC, what they truly represent. The rigging was so badly done, ladies and gentlemen. INEC, when INEC was releasing evidence, you know, the court said they should give evidence to the Obi and Atiku. When the results, election results where INEC printed out to result sheet, they carry and give Obi, carry and give Atiku. Baba, 18,088 polling unit results. Show boy Obami. 18,088 polling unit results from the 2023 election. Baba na blank sheet, sheet. You know what they call blank sheet? You want to upload Ekwere Magbo Federal Constituency. Amabia, what polling unit 1. Then the next thing you are going to expect is to see APC 22, PDP 23, LUP 74. Abi, once you hear that, Abi, a picture to my bambel. See the result of polling unit 11. And the result be this. The result for polling unit 13. And be this. The result for the Mubi Barak polling unit. And the result be this. What about the result for Abuja Municipal? And the result be this. Maiyegun, wetin dey happen now? Where is the result now? Okay, who can win? Now Koolu win. By what number? Papa Pamijare, 18,088 polling units. Now blank they there, but then declare winner. Glory, Kosheka. Love letter, address, equation, quadratic formula. Paishati, square root, address of this polling, you know that stuff. Now, waiting the 18,000. The total polling units in Nigeria, according to this INEC, now 176,000 polling units in Nigeria. About come out 18,000 from it. When they did the aggregate, when all these experts came in and they started processing everything, inside court, examination, cross-examination, they say at least Obembe ko Bembe, that's about 4 million votes. No, sorry, that's not what they said. They said when they put everything together, it came to 2.8 million votes. They no fit talk who win all these places. Who lead? What be score? No. Now only Yakubu know. It is just to tell you the charade. About what you call Apple now? Why results go be like this? Say now Aka. Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll bring we'll bring people will be experts. May they access the page and everything for that day. And they came out and they said inside the court, they said, well, sorry. Nobody hacked Nigeria. Nobody even attempted to hack anything of your election. Nothing. Nobody. INEC. How many times did I call you? Say sorry, we know the car. Now 3 times, so you better confess. Because it be like now only you people feel read this blank thing. Oh, the numbers no they add up. Oh, and if we want to us be honest with ourselves, this is actually a total nonsense. So Yakubu, and one they're supposed to this Yakubu. Now waiting the apple for inside tribunal be that. To the point that the subpoena Yakubu, INEC chairman, Mr. Yakubu, you need to come and tell us how you arrive at this number, because we don't even know, the whole thing is not adding up anymore. The number no correct. Because from the original result, where they grant, where they feel proof, Koolu no score 5 million votes. But you don't say Koolu don't score 8 million. Share now our ghost. Wait till I go take read this one. I will go take read anyway. It's a joke, isn't it? The guy ran away, he didn't show up. Subpoena to come and talk. He didn't show up, he sent somebody else. So now the Tinubu's people call the talk, say, my lord, objection. So what is your objection? I don't know, my lord, but I just, with all this evidence I am seeing, I just thought I should object. No, you cannot just say objection now. Like, you have to tell us, I know, my lord, I know. I just want to object. Objection. She will really. I said, you cannot just object without telling us. I will write it. I will write our reason why we are objecting. We'll go and think about that. Say, okay, then fine. If you want to go and think about your objection, okay. But we are going to accept this evidence, okay? We're going to accept the evidence. Say, I know, my lord. I know. I just wanted to be on record that I said objection. Say, it's okay, we hear you. They bring another evidence, another witness, and they say, you witness, oh yeah, Tinubu lawyer, Shetima lawyer. The next is your objection, my lord. Okay, what is your objection? Say, I don't know. Do you think we are playing here? Do you think we are joking here? You stole election? You are representing a drug bar, somebody who stole election? You don't have any reason why you are objecting? Say, I don't know, my lord. I don't know. I just thought I should say objection. See, I am making it look like it's funny, right? This is what it feels like inside the courtroom. Just in case when the tribunal suddenly say they no get evidence, Tinubu no rig election, and people talk say, revolution ti bere. Hello, Maiyegun. Revolution don't start to call your family, make them go buy food for house. So. Because how can they say there's no evidence? All this evidence. Because Tinubu's people are not really pushing back. No, not really. Not really. Sure, you understand? They're not like, it's not that kind of, So that is why a lot of people are feeling like maybe they are just waiting for the Supreme Court. Like, just waste your time. Entertain us. Evidence call evidence. Evidence you go shop. Nobody can remove Tinubu. Anybody that try to remove Tinubu, we go cause wahala. The obedient are saying, nobody will remove him. I swear Allah. May tribunal talk say, may they remove Tinubu and see what go happen first. Say, Papa, no. Listen. If the tribunal says Tinubu didn't win, that it should be removed. Papa, no go commit anything, no, because in go appeal. Because anyway, where would they talk? Where would they play? So now there would they hear the truth as well. You've done the laugh since. Because the way to obedient they talk, we say, some of them have said it. They said, Maiyegun, you the joke. They said nobody feel remove him. Look at this, Maiyegun. You joke too much. Maiyegun, you talk too much. May tribunal remove him first. If tribunal say he didn't win, he should be removed. Now that day we go remove us. Papa, no try him. I'm serious. So the issue now is this. The Tinubu and camp, they believe that nobody will remove them. The evidence that they are actually presenting in their court, apart from what their media is telling you, their media is picking out what they call the clickbait to make you go and listen. Say, Obi lost the bid against Tinubu in tribunal yesterday. We know it now. It's just wasting his time. He can't win anything. Papa, know they read all those nonsense. So, see, I love you. Okay, even if you are APC, what you call an articulator, it doesn't matter. Obedient, it don't matter. I'm just saying, if you really want to follow what is going on in Nigeria and in their tribunal, I'm not going to read any headline. We talk say Tinubu defeated the Obi yesterday in emotion. Because he got on jebe waiting dead ground. Go. Tí Ogun bá ń jẹ́ tọlọ́run. You know what that means? Ogun tó bá ń jẹ́ tọlọ́run. People will go come out Tinubu from the hand of Obi and Atiku. With waiting they don't put down. Where I have seen, listen to me. I'm not saying that they go matter in heaven, no. Because the criminals who are going to finally decide on all of this, they don't be proper human beings. You see all this thing where they talk about doing the right thing and all of that. Now, normal people they talk about doing normal thing. No, I hope the judiciary will do the right thing. Is it because you are normal? Oh, God damn it, man. A lot of you are still normal. Sure, you know, like you are still normal. The people you are talking about, they are not normal. They don't reason like you. They know they see things like you. Sure, you get. The dog say, if you no get money, now somebody else's behavior, you kind of go, you have to like take up, right? So, man, that guy is so nice. Oh my God. He is so down to earth. I have never seen somebody so. I just pray that God should answer his prayer. People like that deserve everything good in this life. Respect. Say, Baba, give them power and add money. If you add women, because that one they make things blend better. Here you get. And go back again and then go and see that you're respectful person and all of that. If he is still very much the same thing, I'll take your advice. But from generation to generation, oh, Boyoba. No, Maiyegun theory is not general. I'm not saying general, I say generation to generation. I didn't say general to general. But the bottom line is this. If you really want to know the truth, the true character of a man, give him money and power. I know a lot of people that they don't get money, they don't get power. But the fact that they have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing woman that they call their partner, Baba, Toba she mistake is share Yahweh. Now you go apologize. So sure you get that power of a woman, my girlfriend, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm just saying, Sha, that give that man money and power, then go back a few months later and say, if you will still say the same thing about him, and if there are people like that too, that you'll be like, wow, like you will never even know that he's the one in charge. You will never even know that he's so and so. He's so that kind of people. We don't get the money, they don't get the power. Sure, you understand now. And they are actually doing what you said. But in a kind of a nutshell, put it that way, the criminals who are in Nigeria don't think like you. They are not normal. Abnormality is normality in Nigeria. If you don't believe me, tell me. What you go make university professor, university lecturer, go the rig election for criminals that will come to power and loot the money, and loot away their salary, steal their salary. They won't pay them salary, they won't pay them their gratuity or pension or what have you. They won't pay them. Professor will go school, Professor will day school, active. They are working to rig election for criminals that are going to come to power and steal their salary, steal their pension. Share that one normal. In your own, share normal. Let's be honest, share normal. And the kind of people you deal with that. Judge, policeman, any of them that is in any small space of influence, they are not normal. I love your faith, okay? I love it. You've proven it. You are like great, fine. Next month, before the end of this month, they expect Tinubu's people to start putting up their defense. You have been reading about Atiku, you have been reading about Obi, all of these things, they have been doing this and that. You have been hearing all of that for the past 2-3 weeks, Abi. You are going to begin to hear that Tinubu's lawyers are also putting up their own defense against all the petition. Shengbo. And by August, latest by the 5th of August, the election petition tribunal, the presidential election petition tribunal will give its verdict. Latest. So which means the tribunal judgment is going to come up either middle of July, middle of next month, in another 4 weeks' time, maybe, or by the end of July, but not later than the first week of August. So we can then begin to see if Supreme Court is next, and then what is going to go after that. For now, Koolu seems to be consolidating his hold on this new toy called power. And as he is dazzling his supporters with announcement of appointments, announcement of other frauds and other things that he's putting up, is extending his hand of Shege, the Bokwari Pro Max, the renewed scam, renewed Shege, or Shege Bansa. Hang on, did we not have a name for that Shege again? Like, is it Shege? This kind of Shege is different from the normal Shege. So I call Shege Bansa, Dan Shege Bansa. Anyway, everybody is collecting left, right, and center. If you collect, John Tori alone. You know, there is this saying in Yoruba that ọ̀rẹ́ mi má gbàgbé mi o. This Tinubu's government that is going to favor you and your family. I beg, no forget me. You know, people will say, I má gbàgbé wa. APC, they change. Àwa ló kàn, ẹ̀yin ló kàn, àwa ló kàn o, ẹ ṣáà má gbàgbé wa. Ẹ ṣáà rántí wa ń jọba yín. Remember us in your kingdom. Ṣáà, don't forget us, yo. When this mudu will begin to come, But if I want to say something to you, Nigerians, look at me very well. As this Shege is spreading, as a lot of you are praying that no matter the Shege is, it go favor you. John Tori Olong, I want to say this to you. When the Shege of Tinubu's government, are there any favor that you are hoping for inside Tinubu's government? When the thing touch you, just don't go back me straight. Like, Maiyegun, I thought you would say that I should remember you in my kingdom. So mad in which kingdom? The Shege is Pro Max. Whether you support them or you don't support them, you go collect. Everybody go feel them from wherever you are. Whether you are in Nigeria or you are not in Nigeria, Abi. So you go call you won't come here and call the wish say, if he favor you call rot me. Because which of their what do you call it? Which of your prayer that you have been praying for the past 4 weeks now, no matter how bad it is, in Jesus' name, Tinubu's government is going to favor me and my family. Allah to the favor of you at the family. No. Forget about me. Man, not me. Don't ever remember me at all. I'm later, but I won't go. I thought I would take calls, right? But I won't. I'm so sorry. I just spent the whole energy without having to share this with you and all that, okay? I mean, sorry, having to hear from you. We would have to do that some other time. And thank you for spending your evening with me, all right? Don't leave without liking the broadcast, by the way. And the next time I see you, I promise, we would have a phone call. So good night.
If we reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now,
If it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the nets get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the country. If we reduce the...
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord. What shall I say? Thank you, Lord.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun Diary, Diary political. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.